Hey again. Let me start with this video to implement a very basic application in Python UI. Just simple button, when someone clicks on it, it fires specific event. So you get familiar with events. The way that I will do it, I will use IDLE. Why I use it? Because it makes it easy for me to make you understand how to work with layout. Later on in next chapter, we will implement complete system. So in that system, I will show you how you do it in the code. But still same, if you write it here or you write it in Python file, it gives you same result. So to get started with TK interface of all, you have to import TK enter. Second thing, you have also to import another library, name it underscore TK enter. So to design layout, to design UI, what you need to have, let me just open a drawing tool that will help me to make my works clear for you and make it understandable for everyone. So hopefully now it is open at this tool. So if I just try it, here you go, I have it now. So now first of all I need to have layout. So let me just draw it here. I need to have a Windows. To have a Windows here, first of all you have to do root. So I say root equal T capital K, then open a bracket, close it, then go down. Now I have to have TK, but he said, hey, there is error. So why? Hey again. Let me start in this video to implement very basic desktop application in Python. Simple button, when someone click on it, it fires specific event. So to get started, I will use IDLE. The reason make me use IDLE because it make it easy for me to demonstrate for you how you do it. But you could do it in Python file, and I will do it in next chapter when I do build complete a project for you. But this chapter just make you familiar with these tools and how we could use them. So to get started with TK enter, first of all, you need to say from TK enter import start. That means, hey, I import everything from TK enter. Second thing, you have to say, hey, from TK enter, then you say import TTK. This TTK, it work with layout, button or whatever. Now I have everything ready. Now what do you think we need to design? If I just try to think about my design layout, what do you think I need to have? I need to have first specific layout. So to do layout, first of all, I have to have a root. I say root equal T capital, K small, open bracket, close it. What this one will do, he will create root layout for you, just root for layout. And he saving the variable name it root. Go ahead, see? Here he create the root layout for you. Just layout empty, doesn't have anything. Now what I want to do, I want to add button inside this layout. So what I will do, I will say, hey, define, I will say button in this way, equal, there's just a great instance from it. Then I say, I just imported TTK, I say TTK dot, I want to define button, B capital, button in this way. Then open a bracket. That's this line mean, hey, you want this library have the UI things like button, label, whatever. When you say TTK dot button, that's mean, hey, I want to create button. Then when I want to add the button, I want to add it inside this layout. To add in this layout, I have to say add inside root because I give it instance, name it root. So I say, hey, add it inside root. Then what the text you want to be inside the button? I will say the text equal click me, whatever. So this is just input parameter. I open a bracket, close it. When I click enter, he have to create the button for me. But if you see, you cannot see the button here. To make this button appear, you have to add it by using different way, using a grid or whatever. For now, we are using pack. So I say pack. Pack mean he add the object one under other. Don't care about it. We will talk about design layout later on. But to make this button appear for now, you have to say button.pack. He will show you the button. If you see, here's the button, and this button named click me. Now when someone click the button, he have to do, I want him to do something. So first of all, if I want him to do something, I have to implement my method. Let me suppose I have method here, name it def, name it bu, click. It doesn't take any input. And let me suppose this button print for us button clicked, whatever. Button is clicked, okay? This is simple Python method. Now, what I want to do, I want to say I want to call this button when someone click on the button. So I have the instance of the button. Just I say, hey, button dot config. Then I open a bracket. Then I say command in this way, command equal this event, which is bu click. Make sure write in same way. Bu click here, you have to write it bu click, same thing. Now that's mean, hey, I have an instance for the button, and this button config, that means change the setting. Add this command, the command that means when someone click on the button, let him fire this event. So now if I click enter, now when I click the button, he have to show me something. If you see I click button, you say button is clicked, button is clicked, button is clicked, button is clicked, which is great. Like, hey, now you understand how to do it by how you work with button. Now wait, let me work more. So you want to call this button not by layout, by code. What you do, you just say button dot invoke, which is really interested when you go later on. I want to fire the event without someone click on button. You want to do it by code for some specific event. You say, see, button is clicked, none is something returned for you, but see, button is clicked, he call this method. So this is basically how you work with button. There's many things we could do it for button. For example, I could disable the button. I say button dot state. I open a bracket. I open this string. I say disable in this way. That's mean disable this button for me. If you see now, he have to disable this button for me. If you see I cannot click on it, he disable it. If I want to re-enable it again, I could do same thing. I say button dot state, then I open a bracket, then this, then I say not disabled. That means do not disable this button for me. He will do enable for us. So now I could click on the button, and I could check and see if the button is enabled or disabled by writing button dot is state is in state, say in state, is it in this state? I give it the state, so I need to make sure is it disabled. So I say not disabled. Okay, that's mean I need to make sure is it enabled, disabled. I say true, because as it is not disabled, it is enabled now. But to make sure if it is enabled, so just copy this code and make sure if it disabled. Remove this one. Now if I click enter, he say no, it is false. It is not. Is it? I am asking him, is it disabled? No, he say no, it's not disabled, it's enabled. So yes, this is basically how we work with button and how we interact with it. Hopefully you understand it, and see you next.